soulmates did not begin as romance in ancient traditions. A soulmate was not someone who completed you, but someone who revealed you. These connections were not designed for comfort. They were designed for awakening, long before modern spirituality romanticized the concept. Ancient myths described powerful bonds as mirrors rather than destinations. In many ancient cultures, soul connections were understood as encounters with unresolved parts of the self. They appeared suddenly, carried intense emotion, and disrupted ordinary life. Their purpose was not stability, but transformation. This is why these connections often felt overwhelming. They exposed truth, rather than offering safety. The modern idea of the twin flame often promises eternal union and perfect harmony. Ancient wisdom offered a very different perspective. Polarity was never meant to dissolve into permanence. It was meant to create movement. Twin-like connections existed to accelerate growth, not to guarantee longevity. These relationships were intense because they brought shadow to the surface. Desire, fear, attachment, and identity collided all at once. Ancient teachings warned that not every powerful connection was meant to last. Some were meant to initiate a passage, to break old patterns, to dissolve illusions. This is where modern misunderstanding creates suffering. When intensity is mistaken for destiny, people cling to relationships that are meant to end. Ancient cultures understood that duration does not define depth. Some encounters change us forever in a short time, while others quietly support us for decades. Soul connections were never measured by how long they stayed. They were measured by what they revealed. Ancient myths are filled with lovers who did not remain together, yet were forever changed by the encounter. Their purpose was fulfilled through awakening, not permanence. Ancient wisdom also recognized the danger of idealization. When one person is elevated into a spiritual solution, power becomes unbalanced. Love turns into dependency. Growth turns into obsession. This is why initiation stories always emphasize separation after awakening. Integration required distance. True partnership, according to ancient understanding, was built after awakening, not during it. Stable love emerged when individuals met each other consciously, not while projecting unresolved longing onto one another. Modern spirituality often skips this step. It promises union without integration. Ancient teachings insisted on integration first. Without it, even sacred connections became destructive. Understanding this refrains love completely. Not every deep connection is meant to be kept. Some are meant to be honored, learned from, and released. When we understand the role of these encounters, love becomes lighter, less dramatic, more honest. Soulmates were never meant to save us. They were meant to show us ourselves. Twin-like connections were never meant to complete us. They were meant to initiate transformation. Ancient wisdom teaches that love unfolds in stages. Awakening comes before partnership. Self-knowledge comes before union. When these stages are reversed, suffering follows. Perhaps this is why so many modern relationships feel confusing. We search for permanence in places meant for initiation. We demand stability from forces designed for movement. When we understand the true role of soul connections, we stop chasing intensity and start cultivating clarity. Love becomes less about destiny and more about responsibility. If this perspective resonates with you, it is because you have encountered this truth before, perhaps without words. Follow this channel to continue the journey, because some understanding only arrives when illusion falls away.